A real estate contract signed between a buyer and a seller is a legally binding contract. It depends on a lot of things. One of the things it depends on are the representations the seller has made about the property. So when they list the property for sale, typically there's a pretty large description of the property, its systems, its equipment, and basically the overall status of the property. If there's been a misrepresentation, particularly if there's been a willing or knowing misrepresentation about the status of the property or the condition of the property by the seller, then that's a breach of contract, and it's a civil tort. It basically means they have led you to contract on a property in a way you wouldn't have done but for their misrepresentation. It allows the buyer certain rights. First and foremost of which is if it hasn't closed yet, it's grounds for termination of contract. If it's discovered after the closing, it's a good bit more complicated, because in that case it becomes basically an action for fraud, that the seller misrepresented and fraudulently induced you to purchase the property. That's where having litigators on staff can be helpful. I can refer the client to somebody who can handle the litigation, and they can pursue in the courts the rights they may have.